Hello everyone, welcome back to Porkies Collectibles. Today we have a slightly different video for you. Today we're going to do some eBay shopping. But before we start, please like and subscribe to our channel. And check us out on Instagram at Porkies Collectibles. So let's dive right in. So I'm going to show you how I shop on eBay, things to avoid, things to look for, search parameters that are easier for you to find certain cards, and also just some, good deals that hopefully we can find. So first thing we're going to type in is going to just be really easy. It's just going to be regular Pokemon and see what we can find. All right, for Pokemon, I'm going to go ahead and change some parameters right now. First thing going to check is the best match. We're not doing that. We're going to actually go for ending soonest. I like to see what's ending soonest, see if we can get any good deals. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change to US only, just because I'm in the US. I'm not hating on other countries or anything. I just want to make sure it's easier for me for shipping. So first, let's look at what we can find here. We got a Pokemon Tropical Island Beach sealed for $24.99. That's actually not a bad price. Let's take a quick look at that. This is in Japanese. It's not the English. Oh, the English one will come in the binder anyways. So for 25 bucks for such an old item, it's not too bad if you're trying to complete the set. At the same time, always make sure to actually check out the seller. Seller has 1,144 ratings. It's a really great seller, so that's pretty cool. So if you wanted something like that, first thing you always do is look at great deals that end soon. So let's keep going through. Things are ending. These are already ended. End through fast. That just ended. All right. $10 best offer. Nothing good. Guzzlord. 6 bids. Right now, Pokemon prices are actually going on an all-time low. So if you wanted to pick up a whole bunch of vintage cards or just cards, even modern cards right now are pretty cheap. I myself are looking for the team ups just because I missed out on that era. Looks like nobody bought this for $79. I mean, it's gone down. I remember when that was going for over $100 each. Graded cards, for me personally, if it isn't a 9 or a very high value card, I wouldn't really buy it. Some Yu-Gi-Oh right here in the Pokemon search. That's interesting. This one has 8 seconds left. Let's see it. All right. Usually, this is kind of one of the things you got to be careful whenever things are ending too fast, though, is because you might FOMO on it and see something that's really great, but you don't really look into it and you bid right away, hoping for a good deal. So unless you shop on eBay a lot, just be careful. This is for people that want to pick up great deals at the last second, but have a kind of an understanding of how eBay works. Let's go newly listed. So for newly listed, let's look at this. Let's see, Pokemon Center exclusives, ETB boxes, 4 available at $88. One of these are over 100. If you haven't picked one up, it's a good time to pick one up. Of course, I would type that in and look for the cheapest option. 99 cents. Snorlax Quick set. That's interesting. Nothing great. Here is a PSA 10, allegedly. Let's look at this PSA 10. Starting bid at $30. This is a older cert. Oh, even at 233. Oh yeah, I think around the 25 million cert number is when they actually have the PSA logo in the center. Not the current one, but an older one. But be careful, if this were to say like 30 something million, there was no logo, then that's a fake PSA label. So just be aware of that. Let's see if it's truly PSA 10 or not. Whenever you're looking at, make sure they have a front and back. Oh, looks actually pretty good. I don't see anything wrong with it. All right, so there's already a bid on it. Seller has 56 ratings, while 100%. That's great. They're in Missouri. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see what they say about this. All right, 1999 base sets. Okay, an item that has been previously, yeah, okay. So this is a pretty cool card at PSA 10. Not many PSA 10s out there. I mean, harder to get PSA 10, especially for the older vintage era, just because they're harder to grade because multiple issues like silvering, as well as the borders are just miscut. So this is a pretty cool card if you were looking to that. The seller looks trustworthy, so that's good. I don't expect that to go for $30. That thing is probably gonna go for a couple hundred minimum, but that's just something you should look to keep an eye on. Let's see, new listing 1999. I don't unless you want to buy sealed packs just for display or just to keep in your collection. Don't buy actual packs. They're just not really worth it. Just because unless you pull the Charizard, you're losing a lot of money. Let's see other ones. Lieutenant Surge. All right, let's jump onto a different search. Pokemon binder collection. All right, Pokemon binder collection. I like to look these up, especially when you're a newer buyer or a newer collector. This fills in a lot of your missing cards faster instead of buying singles, just because you never know what you're going to get. Also, there's so many cards that you in a Pokemon TCG that you can fill it up faster, or at least your collection binders. So let's look at these old Pokemon Holo Binder, Neo. I don't know why, but I've seen these ones listed a lot with the different, like, I don't know, icons and stuff. I don't really care for these just because when you're buying these binder collections, really check out the condition of the cards. A good sign usually is you'll be able to tell if there's any wrinkles or creases. Let me try to find a good one. I don't see any right now. This one doesn't look crazy bad. This guy has 36 ratings, 100% positive feedback. So somewhat trustworthy right now. All right, let's look at this one. This one's a higher one. Starting at $1,225. Scroll down a little bit. All right, let's look at conditions of the cards. I don't see very much issues so far. A little bit of just like dust on there. So far looks so good. I mean, that Erica's Dragon Air looks like there's scratches on it. Nothing too crazy. And be careful whenever you look at the price, you're thinking, oh, the first 2 pages look great. There's so much holographics on there. For $1,225, after the first page, it's just bulk vintage. They don't amount to anything not worth your time. They just like to package it like this. They could have sold all this together, but they like to put a few holos in each lot to make it worth a good amount of money. So right now, don't see very much. Also be careful of certain listings when you see that there's multiple eras, including very recent cards as well. I don't think this one has a, let's see. No, this one doesn't have the Japanese card. They at least have a picture of the backs of the cards. You can see how much of whitening. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of whitening on these cards. That's just, yeah. So make sure to double check. If they don't have any pictures of the back and you're really interested in it, make sure to ask for more photos. Most times they're very happy to provide more photos just because. Let's see what else. Vintage, duplicates, 450. Here's some Japanese cards. Let's see what kind of Japanese cards are. We got a Blastoise, another Blastoise. There's silvering on the top of that Blastoise. Okay. This guy has, okay, good ratings overall. He's got some very interesting cards here. There's a nice Dragonite right there, the Game Boy Dragonite. And they got some very old Japanese cards as well as some other English cards just mixed in. So whenever I see something like this where they have a range of vintage cards that are English and Japanese. That tells me that they're an earlier collector that has, it's not just a lot that was just thrown together. This is probably someone's actual binder collection throughout the years. It's not someone trying to resell by packaging a whole bunch of new and old cards together. And you'll see like a nice base set Blastoise, but the next page you'll see some like, Chilling Reign or Battle Styles. Those cards usually, you'll see that the older vintage cards in those binders tend to be played or damaged. So be aware of that when you shop. All right. All right. I don't want to make a very long video. Just want to go over a couple of things. The first time around, we're going to be doing more of these videos and go over different things to look out for. This time I just looked at Pokemon and Pokemon binder collection. We're going to look at alt arts next time and see what we can find. But let me just do a really quick look at ending soonest. 3 minutes left today. Okay, 315. These are from the same seller. Put different cards in there. Vintage. Check it out. I'm not gonna check it out because I've already seen your listings. Any cool listings? Birthday present gift hollow lot. That's interesting. Let me just click on that and see what is going on here. Okay, so obviously this is going to be the more, celebrations, more recent cards. The good thing about this is that they should all be near mint unless they really played with it for some reason. But for someone that's just trying to collect or start collecting, this is not a bad lot. There's plenty of cards here. For 35 bucks, it's okay. Nothing to really, no real value in there. Okay. So a couple things to recap really quick. When you shop on eBay, really, just in general, make sure to make it easy on yourself. For me, I chose US just because I live in the US. I'll sometimes buy from Canada or from overseas. But whatever you're more comfortable with, I'm more comfortable with things being shipped that are closer to me. Another thing to look out for is the type of search you're looking for. I like to look at ending soonest and newly listed. Now, only time I will use best match is when I'm looking for a specific item. Even then, I go by pricing or ending soonest and say. Let me see. Actually, let's just do one last thing, just so it's easier for you. Charizard. All right, let's look at Charizard real quick. It's just easier. All right, so we're looking at Charizard really quickly. Sometimes whenever I'm looking up a specific Charizard, let's say Skyridge. All right. Whenever you're looking these up and you're looking at, oh, that's a pretty good price for that's a top loader. All right, play condition 550. You're like, oh, is that a good price or not? Just go ahead and double check sold and completed just to compare. Ignore certain things. Ignore outliers as well. Anything that's way overpriced and things are way too cheap compared to multiple of the sold listings. Just be aware of that. I guess Charizard was a bad choice just because they're, rarely come through. But just use these and check and see that, okay, here's a Charizard card that's sold. Click on it and see. Oops, go back. Let's see original listing. All right, here we go. All right, so just double check it, especially buying graded cards. Make sure you can see the front and back and see if the condition is to your liking, because not all graders grade the same. So next time we'll go a little more over how to determine what is a good deal if you do find one. If you find one, you can heart it, and then later on we can compare it by doing another search of all the recent solds and also ones being currently sold. But this time around, focusing on ending soonest, newly listed, searches that can yield good picks, like just typing in Pokemon or Pokemon binary collection. If you want to get some rare finds, sometimes you get lucky, and that's what we go for sometimes when we want to take a gamble. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you guys like this kind of video, please comment down below. If you have any other suggestions, please comment down below as well. Once again, this is Porkies Collectibles. Hope you enjoyed the video. See y'all next time.